I'm Kathy Bicksler Story, and I'm here today to interview Lee Bicksler, who is my dad. And today is October 28th, 2008. With me today are my sister Bonnie Bicksler, my mother Ruth Bicksler, my brother Terry Bicksler, Janice Bicksler, who is doing the videotaping, and my brother Larry Bicksler. And what we're going to start with is finding out a little bit about your ancestors. Do you know where your ancestors came from?
I don't know nothing about ancestors.
Do you know where they came from? What country?
Switzerland.
Right, okay. And do you know how far back that was that they came over?
No.
Okay. Were your great-grandparents born in this country?
Yes.
Okay, what were their names? Do you know?
Grandparents?
Great-grandparents.
Oh, I know it on my father's side.
Okay.
William and Amelia.
Okay. And where are they buried?
Hamlin.
Okay, is that where they lived when they were alive?
They lived in a log cabin on 645.
Okay.
Near the mountain.
Okay, great. What did they do for a living?
He was a huckster, selling fruit and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. What do you remember about your grandparents? Where did they live?
Well, the first I remember them, they lived over there at Sharpsville on the farm.
Is this on your father's side?
Right.
Okay. What were their names?
Jacob. What was her name? Kate.
Okay. And what about on your mother's side?
It was Chris and Nora Valentine.
Okay.
They lived on a farm in Bethel Township. I guess it was Bethel. No, it might have been Tulpahawk.
Where was it at? Do you know where it was at?
You know where that new, what church you call that? Church of the Brethren?
Middlesex Tower. In the
Middlesex
back.
Tower.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
you made a left, and it was about a mile in there, in a long lane, right along the Swatara. Now, I think they were on the east side, which would be Tulpahawken, and on the west would be Bethel.
And were they farmers? And on both sides? Okay, all right. What do you remember about your grandparents?
We went once a week to visit them. That's about all I remember.
On your father's side or on both sides?
Both sides.
Both sides, okay. How old were you when they died?
My grandfather, on my father's side, was in 47, and I don't remember on my
On the
mother's
other
side.
Okay. Okay, in 1947?
And she did. My grandmother died in 56.
How many children did your grandparents have?
Well, on my mother's side, there was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on my father's side, there was 4 and 3, 7.
7 on both sides?
Right?
Wow, okay. Right. Where did your parents live when they were growing up?
My father was born out here at, what's their name? The oldest in the tax. Sanger. You know where Sanger lives?
Oh, the Sanger Trucking? Or the
On
Sanger?
the opposite side, in that,
In that sloppy house.
yeah, that's where he was born.
Well, it wasn't sloppy then, right?
No, it couldn't have been sloppy then. And he went to the school there, right outside that Chestnut Hill Road, a little schoolhouse.
Did it have a name?
I don't know if it did or not.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, somebody lives in it.
Ward
Where's-
Ellison.
where's it
Ellison.
Before you get
Place.
into Hamlin.
Before you get to Hamlin, when you come through Sanger Road and you make a left.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's where you went to school?
right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And that was the next question: is what schools they attended? Do you know how they met? Your parents?
Baker truck.
Oh, okay. So he was doing deliveries on the Baker truck. Okay. How old were they?
I think he was, when they got married, he was 24 and she was she 16 or 17?
16.
16.
Okay. Do you know where they got married?
Now I don't.
And when they got married? What year did they get married?
Grandma was born in
Probably
11, so she was 16.
Well, I'd say 1928. That's the year Penny was born.
Oh. Okay, that's a good way to tell. Okay, great. Where and when were you born?
In the roaring 30s. 1930.
Okay, but where?
Jackson Township, Jacksonville. You know where Jacksonville is?
No.
North of Myerstown.
Okay, so is that in Lebanon County or Berks County?
Lebanon.
Lebanon County. Okay. What was it like in the house that you were living in when you were born?
No idea.
Oh, you didn't live there long enough?
No. We moved. You know where the Gingrich farm was? The Rabbit Man?
No.
To you, Janice. You knew where
Probably.
the Rabbit Man was? Off of Mill Road.
Oh yeah, where's that? What road?
Mill?
No.
Across from Burroughs.
Oh, okay.
You turn left.
Oh,
I
okay.
was back in.
How old were you when you moved there?
That's what I'm trying to think. I think we moved there in 31.
Oh, so you were very young. Okay. All right. What were your parents like?
Good.
Okay. What was your mother like, and what was your father like?
They were strict. You had to do this and you had to do that. You know, they made you work.
Okay.
Which was no harm.
Okay. What are your favorite memories of them?
Oh. What should I say?
What did
My
you?
mother was a good cook.
That's true.
Good worker. My father was strict. You had to obey the rules.
How old were you when he died?
Died in 52, so I would have been 22.
Did you have any brothers or sisters?
Too many.
How many brothers and how many sisters?
I had 4 brothers, 3 sisters.
Okay. What were they like as children?
Naughty.
All of them?
No.
Yeah. Why don't you name them?
Different, huh?
Name them in order.
Include me,
Sure.
Kenneth, Lee, Gloria, Gerald, Ray, Shirley, Sophie, and Johnny.
Okay. What kinds of things did you enjoy doing together? Did you do anything other than work? Did you do some things for fun?
No, we played ball, sleigh riding, whatever the season was, that's what we did.
Okay. What were you like as a child?
Oh, I don't know. Easy going,
Okay.
got along with people. Well, if you get along with you, it must be good. Somebody,
Did you have any pets?
dogs and cats.
Do you know any of their names? Remember in their names?
I'm trying to remember.
Fat.
I can't remember any of the dogs' names.
Fat.
What was named Fat?
Yeah. The one I fell over.
Oh. What were the others' names?
You could have went back another generation with Kate and Jake.
I can't remember the names.
Okay. All right. What did your parents do for a living?
Farm.
Okay. Did your father always farm? He didn't do anything else other than that?
Part-time bigger truck driver.
Oh, well, that makes sense. That's how you met. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about your mother? Did she work outside the home?
After my father passed away, she worked. Oh no, she worked at Charlie Grimes' chicken factory. And then after my father died, she was a cook at Esther.
That's wrong, Pop.
Huh?
Grandma didn't work until your dad died. Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
No, she did not.
She worked at Charlie Grimes
Yeah,
where the
he
fire.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
died.
before.
Wow. Okay. What year did she start? Do you know?
I'm trying to think. That goes way back.
We have an
I'm telling
article.
you, that's before you knew us.
We have an article about Grandma that was in their paper when I became poultry queen or something that said something about when she started. We ought to look that up and see.
She and Elsie Hunsicker were two drawers that it was a.
Where were they
One
living at
main
that
number.
time when she started working at Grimes?
Back at Bosher.
Okay. Who was your best friend when you were growing up?
Not many of them. No, I'm trying to think.
Would this have been, what school were you going to?
See, we moved too often, so you didn't have too many.
What schools did you attend? What schools did you go to?
Bethel, Mount Sinai.
Was Bethel Schools in Berks County, isn't it?
Yeah, but we lived
Okay.
in Berks,
Oh, okay, because you were born in
Spanish
Lebanon, but then
Mill.
you moved, okay. All right.
Spanish Mill.
Okay, Bethel, Mount Zion. Where else?
Who are some of the people that you went to school with? That are probably still in the air and still around here.
Oh. Howard Chamber. Let's see who else. That I know yet.
Rifine? Did you go to school with him?
Yeah.
Where? Where did you go to school with him?
Fredericksburg High.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Eugene Gilbert. Oh, they were the best of my friends.
But you
I
knew
didn't
them.
see them often after school.
Did you walk to school?
3.5 miles each way.
Was it uphill both ways?
7 miles.
But you actually walked in very cold temperatures. Didn't you have a story where you had your ear?
Froze my ears. The doctor said if I would have pulled at them, they'd have fell off.
They didn't have to treat them or anything though. Wow.
You had to treat them.
They didn't.
So when I come to in the warm, it start dripping.
You didn't have a good hat or something?
I had flappers on, but I didn't use them.
Okay. Oh.
I felt that they're getting cold, and I thought, I'm used to it now. I didn't feel them.
Oh dear. Okay. What were your best and worst subjects in school?
English was bad, and grammar. Math, history, and geography.
Those were your good subjects? Okay. What was your favorite food?
Chicken.
That makes sense. I like it. What was your favorite thing to do?
I'm trying to think. Drive a car around.
Okay. Okay. What was the best present you ever received?
Wait, I'm trying to think of that. What was the present? Was it her or who was it?
Oh, okay. What did you want to be when you grew up?
A veterinarian.
And
But because of classes I couldn't get it. See, I needed Latin. And they taught Latin when they had, what do you call that? What is that money that you have? Agriculture. What did they call that?
That's what say?
Well, it wasn't, they had FFA, but they had a name for it.
so they didn't offer Latin for your...
They couldn't because they wouldn't interchange, you know.
Oh. Okay.
I had to have both, but they wouldn't.
Oh. Did you have any jobs before you left high school?
Any jobs? Yeah, at the home.
Oh, okay. Chores that you did, you mean? Okay. What did you do?
Milk 10 cows in the morning, 10 at night by hand. And then do the field work.
And did you do that with a tractor, or did you do that with...
Giddy up and go.
Horses. You did that with horses.
Right.
Did you like horses?
No.
Why not?
Couldn't get none done in a day.
So your father didn't want to switch to tractors, though. That was a new thing at that time?
Well, they were coming on, you know. All the neighbors had them. But I guess we couldn't afford one. I don't know.
What didn't you like about horses?
Well, you had to comb them, you had to put a harness on them, and feed them every day, and they were dangerous.
Did you think they were smart?
They broke my jaw.
A horse broke your jaw? How did that happen?
You don't just believe it.
Who did that?
Larry's setting the thing off.
Eileen won't pick up that
Oh, what can I say? Okay, but
It was the tamest horse we had. Kenny was leading that horse, and I was behind him with another horse. And I smacked her on the back end, and she kicked. She didn't like all the horses
She
around
thought
her.
it was the other horse.
horse. Oh.
There was a hoof mark under here for a long time.
Oh God. Well, did they have to do something to or you just healed it?
Wire my teeth together, that's all they did.
Oh. Did you think horses were smart?
Yeah, I think they're smart.
Smarter than him.
Smarter than me, because they got the best of them.
Yeah, you didn't get out of the way, huh? Did you learn English or Pennsylvania Dutch first?
English first. I picked it up from my parents.
Pennsylvania Dutch? Okay.
They always talked about us, and I didn't know what they were saying.
So you learned it. So they didn't really actually teach you, you
No,
just
they
learned
didn't
it.
teach it.
Okay. When did you get your first car?
Let's see. 49,
What was it?
36 Plymouth, $95.
Very What did you like most about your childhood?
Oh, let's see. Playing with the neighbors. Because all we did was work, so when we were playing, we had fun.
There you go. At least you had some fun. When you misbehaved, what was your punishment?
Well, they scolded us, and if it happened again, you got the belt.
Oh, okay. What kind of belt?
What do you call it? Razor belt.
Razor strap.
Razor strap?
Did you get the belt when you stepped in the apple butter?
No.
What happened to the apple butter?
You stepped in.
I wanted to feed the kids, show them the apple butter, and spilled it.
How old were you when you did that?
Well, let's see. Maybe 5 years.
Oh,
You
okay.
stepped in it.
Yeah, I stepped in it. I don't know why, but I did.
Well, we're moving up to your adult life a little bit here. Where did you live when you left home?
Host.
How old were you when you left home?
21.
Oh, so you left to get married? Okay, all
They recommended I get married.
right. What
Why
was
is that?
There sits the reason why.
What was your first job like as an adult?
Well, in 46, I worked part-time at a grocery store in Lickdale, Kirchner. And then when I got married, I told him I need more money, and he said, "You won't pay me more." So I got a job, another job. What did I do? Baker
That
truck.
was his uncle Paul Kircher.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
That he
Kircher
worked
Star-
at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
That was uncle.
wow.
$25 for 3 days. Big pay.
Mm-hmm. And then you got a job as on the baker truck? Who did you work for? What baker?
Rudy's.
Rudy's Baker. Okay. What Rudy was that? Because we all know Rudy's, but
Ira.
Ira Rudy. Okay.
How much did you get paid, Dad, for that job?
I think it was between 38 and 40 bucks.
Well, that's quite a raise.
Yeah.
That's a lot better. Did you like that job?
Oh, it wasn't bad. A lot of running, a lot of talking.
What did you do exactly? Did you deliver to homes or did you
Yeah,
deliver?
right.
Oh, okay.
Where was your route?
Lebanon, Shaverstown, Richland, Newmanstown.
Wow. So you did different days, different
Yeah.
routes on different days? Okay. Okay. What was your last job you had before you retired?
After the bigger truck, he went to Penfield at $1.05 an hour.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
well, that's a good thing to know, yeah. Penfield. Doing, what were you
Well, it
doing
was
for
Grimes
them?
and Hard at that time.
Crimes and- What were you doing for them?
Hanging chickens.
Oh.
And then I went back to College Hill to drive truck.
And how long did you do that?
42 years.
What year was the first year you did that?
56.
I was
The year you were.
that's 55,
What?
Yeah.
the year I was
55.
born.
What
The
was
year
it?
I was born.
You started when I was pregnant with Kathy.
Driving truck? Oh, that's right.
That's 55. Okay, and so that's what you were doing when you retired?
Right.
And how old were you when you retired?
In 98, I was cut off, period. So that'd be 60.
Okay. And are you doing anything now since you've been retired?
3 nights a week cleaning at a restaurant,
What restaurant?
farmer's wife.
Okay. Is there a reason that you got a job at the farmer's wife?
Poor.
But is there any affiliation there? Anybody you knew there?
Yeah, my sister and brother-in-law asked if I'd clean sometimes. And I like it. It's a good job.
Good. When did you buy your first house?
I don't know what year. Do you? I'm trying to
Because you were
think.
renting that house for a while, right? From Stella.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what year we bought
Stella
it.
died in 61, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. She died in 61, and then you bought it?
Oh yeah, that's when we bought it, and
Okay.
she died.
Who
Yeah.
bought it? Who bought the house?
She
Oh.
bought it. I wouldn't have gave a penny for the place.
Oh. How much did you give for the place?
Wasn't it 2,900?
That's not bad. Even without heat upstairs.
Yeah,
anyway.
but we didn't need no heat when we were young.
It was either buying the house or go out in the street, so I bought the house, 2,900.
I think it's not a bad deal. Did you pay it on payments or?
Dang, yeah,
Okay.
he was poorer than a church mouse.
2,900 was a lot in 61, huh?
If you didn't have it,
That's true. That's true. You know, one of my favorite memories of that house was every year when you would get the stove cleaned.
Oh, the best memories of that house is when they went for a Christmas tree.
Oh, that's a good one
it
too.
didn't fit in.
Well, tell the story.
Tell Dad what happened every year when you went for a Christmas
Christmas tree.
tree. Every year they got what?
Bigger.
And
Fatter.
Yeah.
why fatter, Mom?
Because he was getting fatter.
Yeah, he was getting them his size.
I was,
And when he peed the stovepipe, you could hear him all over Fredericksburg. Oh, he bitched and carried on.
Yeah. And Mom would give some encouragement in
you're
the
right, she
background
did.
too, so it was a funny memory. What was your favorite car?
oh, let's see. 67 Chrysler. That car I liked.
What color?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what were they got.
The bluish green one. Is that the bluish green one, Daddy?
Yeah. I'm trying to
I
think
heard
what
that.
they
The
What model was it?
yeah.
Grand
It was a-
Fury.
Grand Fiore? Is that what it
Was
was?
it, Daddy?
No, that's a Plymouth.
Oh, I was gonna say.
That was a pretty bench.
Was it a New
Chrysler
Yorker?
was a Saratoga.
Newport.
Oh, that was
even-
a Newport. Yeah. It was a
Oh,
Newport.
okay.
That's right, Daddy.
Okay.
What was your least favorite car you owned?
Oh.
the Falcon I had.
Tell us
Remember
the
we
story.
were in up the Blue Mountain?
Oh, it wouldn't
didn't
go
pull
up.
it.
It had no power.
We had to
That
go
was
back
awful.
The other way we could get up the mountain.
But didn't we have a 56 Chevy that would stop at every stop sign and you had to restart it or something? Was it some kind of Chevy? It was around the
There was
the
one of
mid-50s.
them, I don't remember which.
Where were you trying to go over the mountain?
On 72,
Where were you going?
we were going to Gloria's house. And we couldn't get up Paul's Hill.
That's
No,
awful.
no, it was the
No,
Blue
no, no,
Mountain.
Blue
No,
Mountain.
we were going over the Pine Grove. We were probably going over to Moe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we couldn't.
And
Oh.
I was over there at Gary's Hill,
But we couldn't get up. What'd you call it? Either
at Hall's Hill.
Oh,
Paul's
dear.
Hill either.
How long did you have
We
that
had to
car?
go around to
Not long.
Shakerstown to get it.
They lost its home.
What about the car you had that you kicked in the fenders?
What was that?
36 Buick.
Yeah.
That's the one that every day the battery was dead. Every day. Whether it was new or not.
Well, when did you get that? A 36 Buick?
that was Pop's uncle's car.
Yeah, he was
And
a
it was a
painter.
one-owner car. And he wouldn't start. So he kicked in the stupid fenders. And those were old cars. Those
Oh,
fenders
yeah.
were hard.
Yeah, so did you break your foot?
No.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Do you know what was wrong with it then? Pop finally found it out. The wire was on.
The cable was along the frame. You know, the battery was under the passenger side, and then it went all the way to the starter, and that thing was roughed through,
Oh.
and that was a dead short. That's what it was.
You said you worked for College Hill for 42 years or so. What kind of trucks, chicken trucks, did you drive?
Mac,
Was it always Mac?
the king of the road.
What numbers?
B42, B61, an R model, and then a CH model.
Was one of those the cab over one? I remember that one.
I took that for a demonstration and it
Oh.
fell on its nose. You wouldn't have believed that.
every time College Hill got a new truck, he had to go take it for a ride. He was nosy.
They always wanted to.
So Lesher
Tell me to
brought,
take
Lesher
it for a
brought
ride.
this truck back to College Hill, and him and Rifon went and took it for a ride. They came down Center Street, and he went for the brake, and the whole thing came
Then I
over.
tried to get another gear and I couldn't get it. I knew there's something wrong. It rattled like
The whole thing came over. Rifon crawled out the window. Somebody had to open the door to get him out. And there was a lady. Who was the lady that was up here on the corner at Wissner? And she saw it, and she couldn't believe it. Here they go, and the whole thing came. It was flat on the road. The lights were flat on the road.
Now, your dad knew Lesher, right? Yeah. Knew him real well.
Bob Lesher took. They
Bob
wired
Lesher.
it.
He got in that cab so quick.
They
you wouldn't
wired it.
believe
They wired it down though. They
Yeah.
wired that thing down, and he.
See, he
They wanted to
showed us
sell
the
it. They wanted to
engine.
sell it
You know,
to
he
College
tilted
Hill.
the cap. And then when he put it back down,
He
he
didn't
didn't latch
latch
it
it
right.
Oh, man.
And when I went up the driveway, I thought, now this thing rattles a lot. And I tried to get another gear and I couldn't get it, you know. There was too much play.
Ah.
Anyways, down at the stop sign.
Lark took a picture of that.
He wanted to and never did. He wished he would have.
Oh.
Of you guys being on the nose, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a classic, that's for
I
sure.
know.
Have you done any traveling?
Not too much traveling.
Where did
Poor
you go?
people stay home.
Well, what places did you visit?
Arizona and Tennessee. That's it. And because of you.
Thanks, where I was looking.
Thankful for
Well, what
that.
about when we were kids? We went on some vacations. We went a little bit farther.
We went to
than-
Maryland.
Yeah, you went down to
Delaware.
you went down
What was
to-
the Maryland connection in
They
Delaware?
loaded chickens on my truck.
Who was that?
Robert Baker.
Good people.
Very good.
and Alan Baker.
Yeah, so that was Ocean City, Maryland, and
And down to what island is that? Where the pony.
Chincoteague.
Yeah, Chincoteague. That's as far as I went that direction. And I went down to Virginia in the Shenandoah Valley
Oh,
in West Virginia. All 7 years out of there.
the chickens. You went there for chickens. Gotcha. Okay.
And turkeys.
All I had to, I took the order still when they called up, and all I had to say that he's going to Chincoteague. Oh my Lord, he raised the roof, and lots of times. he
Took
didn't
forever to get
go. I
there.
just- I
How
just
many
said
hours
it,
was that?
Make him holler.
I'd say 6 and a half hours
Oh,
is what I
okay.
was driving at the time.
Wow. Yeah.
It went 35 mile on the flat.
For 25 hours. It took him.
For
Wow.
No, I got 30 when I went there.
You got a little extra money for going there.
With 5
Wow.
bucks more.
Well, I remember an article in the paper with you with turkeys. What was that all about?
Turkeys and chicken crates.
Yeah.
They got, the Humane Society got him at
Yeah.
Harrisburg. He went to West Virginia.
Well, how did they get that? I mean, what are they doing? Stopping trucks, or how did
They
they
were
get it?
weighing
saw
trucks.
it.
Oh, they saw it.
Oh, they were weighing you.
And they asked what I have
Oh.
on there that it's so heavy.
Oh.
I said, turkeys. Well, now we've got to get to the Humane Society out and see why it's so heavy. I had more turkeys in the coop than I should have, really.
Oh. Okay, so what was
6 of them.
that fine?
Is that the time they wanted to throw you in jail? That was, no, something happened someplace else.
No, in Virginia they wanted me put me in jail because I was overweight.
He said, go ahead.
Yeah, I said, go ahead, put me in.
He said, if those turkeys tied, no, then it's going to be on their neck.
See, then I was going to say they're going to be very humane then, huh? Well, you also had some exciting times too when, like, the Teamsters were on strike. What, do you remember that time?
Yeah.
Where were you driving when you stopped at that restaurant one time? And the guy said, don't go this way.
In Delaware, I was.
Delaware?
Yeah. They were bad. We had convoys going, you know, with the cops patrolling.
And they took you to the Pennsylvania line, but then you were on your own?
And then we were in trouble, too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
We
amazing.
got through, but some didn't make it.
Where were you and what do you think of, what do you remember about different historic events? For example, do you remember the Depression at all?
No.
So I know you were born in '30, so the Depression was still going on, but you were
Yeah.
very young. So you don't remember anything about that?
No.
What about World War II? What do you remember about that time?
The gas was rationed. They didn't make cars in 42. Well, 6 months in 42 they made cars. That was the end. Couldn't hardly buy a tire. What else was?
What did you do if something went wrong with the tire? Did you just try to patch
Well,
it,
them
or?
tires back then, they didn't. I'd say if you went 50, 60 miles an hour for an hour, they blew out. They were terrible. I think they were synthetic, but I'm not sure.
And so all the factories were making Jeeps and trucks and that type of thing, and weren't making cars. So how many gallons of gas did you get? And what did you use it for? Did you actually drive your car?
You could get, I think, 5 gallons a week was your limit.
Wow.
I should have saved some of them stands.
The ration.
Yeah.
Johnson. That would be interesting. That was an interesting time for
Somebody
sure.
has some, but I don't know who does.
And you were driving truck during that time?
Oh, no.
No, you were too young.
I was, let's see. Didn't the war start in 45?
42.
Well,
41,
1941, December 7th, 1941.
Well, then I was been 11. I remember.
Yeah, you remember that happening?
You're right, I remember it happening. And I remember when they bombed Pearl Harbor. Oh,
Yeah.
Wasn't that Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, December 7th, 1941.
Oh, I thought it was in 42.
No, it was 41.
41. That's what I remember.
Okay. So you were still pretty young when the war ended.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. What other events do you remember? Do you remember where you were when Kennedy was shot, for example?
Yes. I was going for chickens. Across 22 when it come on the radio. It was in 63. 1963.
Well, we were at the dentist. Who took us?
That's right. That's what I was going to say. We were at the dentist, and Dave came in and told us that he was.
I was
that
in
he
the chair,
died.
so I remember hearing it
Yeah.
come over to this Muzak station,
Yeah.
and it's like, and thinking, holy crow.
You
But
must-
you must have been
Yeah.
with us.
'Cause I sure didn't drive over there.
We were at the dentist.
We were at the dentist.
It was a Friday, and we took off from school.
Yep.
I thought I was going for laying
Well, I was
chickens.
in school,
Yeah.
'cause I
Yeah.
thought
That was
they
in the
sent us
afternoon.
home.
Huh?
No, we
That's
weren't
all
in
I
school.
remember getting sent home.
We were at the dentist. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And
Well,
you didn't drive.
Heavens to Betsy.
not there, huh? Yeah. What was the most embarrassing thing you ever did?
That's what I did.
Okay, how did you meet Mom?
Going to the garage,
Oh, to her,
to her parents'
Up
garage.
at the garage.
oh, okay.
They live right across the field.
Oh, and you were going over there to get your vehicle fixed
Yeah.
or something? Oh, I didn't know that.
They live right across the field from us.
Oh, okay. Well, no, normally that's neighbors. You didn't go very far at that time, so
No, couldn't
usually
afford it.
neighbors. Gotcha. Okay. And how old were you when you got married?
21.
What was popular at the time? What music do you remember?
Country.
Country music? What do you remember? Any songs from that time?
That one I just can't remember. Didn't Hank Snow sing it? Together? No, not together again. I don't know.
Hank Snow sang Hello, Love, and I've been everywhere.
It was.
Oh, I've been everywhere. That's
Hank
what-
Williams?
There were two of them.
Thanks.
I'm moving on, and with his red
Yeah.
Hattie wet.
I'm moving on.
Yeah, those were the two. Hank Snow, both Hank
There you
Snow.
go, Hank Snow. That's good. Good. That was very good, Dad. What about movies? What movies were at that time?
Going with the wind.
So that would have been 51, right? 1951?
I don't remember.
We never went to a movie.
Yeah, driving we've been a couple of times. At Lebanon. But I don't remember what.
The Key Drive-In?
Yeah.
When you were just going together before you put us in pajamas and took off of us?
That was at the restaurant. That Dixie Drive-In.
Yeah, the Dixie Drive-In, exactly, yeah.
There was a drive-in movie though, right
Oh.
where
Walmart
Walmart
is.
is now.
Well,
Where
Yeah,
Walmart
the
is.
Dixie Drive-In was across from the Dixie Drive-In
No,
restaurant.
Key Drive.
The Key Drive-In, oh yes, hello. But then we saw Elvis movies there. That was good. Those were good ones. Okay. Where did you get married?
In the shack uptown. No. No, at the parsonage.
Okay, whose parsonage?
C.M. Rissinger, Charles M.
I know
Rissinger.
it was Rosina, yeah.
Yeah, the
Was-
United
was
Church
that-
of Christ.
Was he the United Church of Christ preacher?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Where did you live when you were newly married?
Wintersville.
No, we got,
When we were married. That's where we lived. But
Yeah.
Bonnie almost fell in the well.
Really? How old was she when she did that?
Huh?
what, where?
Where the hand pump was.
And there was no well that she could have fallen in.
Yeah, there were planks over it, but you were worried she'd fall in.
That was up here.
Up where?
No, she was little then.
So you lived in Wintersville when Bonnie was born. Is that right? Where did you live when Butch was born?
Same place.
Okay.
We lived with Grandma when Bonnie was born. We lived at Mom's. Bonnie was I don't know how many months old before we moved out.
Where was your mom living?
At Host.
At Host? At
Yeah.
where the garage was where,
Yeah.
where I knew it?
I wasn't living there.
The hang you weren't.
No, I don't remember.
Well, I don't care if you remember it or not. Bonnie was a couple of months old before we
We
moved
paid
out.
$12 a month rent at the place we rented.
At Wintersville, you mean, when you went Wintersville? Okay. And it's like, so that was, but Bonnie was actually born
At the Lebanon
At-
Valley General
at
Hospital.
Lebanon Valley General. Okay, that was the Lebanon Sanatorium at the
Yes.
time. Okay. And Butch was
Now
born
it's what is it now?
the Lebanon Valley General.
No, it ain't.
Is that, they moved it, they changed it again?
Finally,
I'm in
Catholic.
Kaplan.
Oh. Why do I know that name?
There,
you're
there's a
somewhere.
man, there was a man that
Yeah. And then your third child, that was me. Where was I? Where were you living when?
I don't
Uptown.
remember the name of the
Uptown.
first two.
What's that?
I don't remember the name of the first.
Oh, sure I did. We were saying Bonnie and Butch. Okay. And where were you living when Larry was born?
Same place.
Same place. And Terry.
Same place.
Same place. Okay. All right. Here we go. What were holidays like in the family?
We were good, I thought, for the circumstances we were in. Everybody got something.
That's true. That's true. Do you have any grandchildren?
Yeah, a few.
How many?
Now I gotta think. Terry has 2. Larry has 1. You have none.
That's true.
And Butch has how many? 3. Who else?
And what about Bonnie?
Bonnie is 0.
Okay, so what are you up to there? But somebody's keeping count for you.
What's that?
Six. How many grandchildren?
Oh,
That's 6.
6.
6 grandchildren.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, how many great-grandchildren do you have?
Unknown. 5.
Dang.
5 that we know of.
Okay, gotcha. That's the Ohio branch, huh? Okay. Did you have a favorite song? Did you have that you were talking about Hank Snow? Was that your song?
No.
No? Because I'm moving on doesn't sound like a very romantic
No, it
song.
I'm trying to think.
Hank Williams.
Yeah, Hank Williams was my favorite.
Was your favorite singer? And you saw him perform, didn't you? Where?
Himmelreich Grove,
Where is that?
Womelsdorf.
Oh, okay, Wilmsdorf. They don't have shows there anymore, do
No, it's development now.
they? Oh, okay. Okay.
But I was back in 52.
Wow. What year did he die?
January 1st, 53.
53. Wow. So you saw him just before he died. Wow. Was that a good show?
It lasts for hours. You know, the more people clap, the longer he sang.
Was he drinking?
Oh, I don't know.
Did he seem like he was? I mean,
He didn't seem like he was drunk.
okay, that's good. Okay. All right. If you could go back and relive any part of your life, it would be what? What part would you relive?
You know, I really don't know. When I start working.
You mean in your 20s? That was a good time?
Should have got a better job.
What was your proudest moment?
When I retired.
Did you get a gold watch?
No.
It's
Did you
in
see the
there.
mirror I got?
Oh, you got that mirror. Okay, that's right.
It's hanging in there.
Okay.
I wonder if they could afford it.
Yeah. Who is the one person you admired most and why?
Eisenhower. Because he stopped the Demis from winning.
Dad,
But
whose picture do you have in your bedroom?
which picture?
Yeah, hanging on the wall.
All I know is John Deere.
No. Whose picture? Person. You
Is it a
have it in
president
your bed-
or is it a sports figure?
bedroom.
Huh?
Head of Chrysler.
Koga.
Ah.
Yeah, I admired him too.
You liked him. What was the hardest thing you ever had to do?
There's a lot of hard things I had to do. I really don't have one thing was the hardest to do.
I know what you could say. Working with them horses. You hated that.
Yeah, well, that's
You hated the horses.
why I was
But if
never
you
a
had become
farmer.
a farmer, you would be like rich like your brothers because they had that
Yeah,
land.
well, but with the horses, what do you think? Well, then we got a tractor when we moved from back at Pasha, and he finally got a tractor.
Tractor. He didn't have a tractor long enough before he
No.
died, did he?
No, he only had a little bit and then he died.
Because he was only in his 40s when he died, right?
48.
48.
Wow, that's so young.
We moved down there in 49 and 52 he died. That's when we first got a tractor.
And that was because of from sunstroke, heart attack because of sunstroke.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Overweight, I think, and
Heart
high
attack.
blood pressure.
But he told Catherine, his wife, his mom, that in the morning that he would not live to see the sunset.
Wow.
And then he went out, and it was June the 20th. Then he went out. What was he doing? Combining.
Binder.
And
With a
it was
binder.
one of the hottest days. And he was on the combine, and then Ray came out and got on it. He walked down to the car, and he looked. When they came around, he looked at him, and down he went.
Wow.
Died in the lane. So he had trouble in the morning already, but he still went out in the field.
West Field. Well, and alcohol probably didn't help that. You know, that can damage your heart.
Well,
so that
Grandma said that he would never let the doctor take his blood pressure.
No.
Never.
He wouldn't let the doctor take it.
No. He
Alcohol? What are you talking about alcohol?
Well, I'm just saying that alcohol can damage your heart. That it doesn't take
Yeah,
as
but-
much as.
Yeah, but he didn't drink that.
No, he did though.
But
when
he had.
When he got married.
But he wasn't a big.
He wasn't a big drinker.
The only thing I know that he was drunk someplace and he was on, and the horses took off and went home, and he fell off,
Yeah, he fell off.
and almost froze to death.
Well, that sounds like he drank at least enough to
Yeah,
do that.
I know
Too
that
much.
time he did, but
No, but
I
he
never
wasn't.
saw him drink.
Oh,
Never.
okay. So then he's
From
done.
the time that I knew him, but I got married in 51 and he died in June of 52.
Oh.
More questions.
Sure. One thing my mom and dad always said was,
Shut up. We talk too much.
that's good advice there. Now you have some good sayings you used to always tell us when we were growing up though. Like you said, what did you say about looks? What happened when you were in line for looks? What was your saying about that?
I thought they said books, so I said I'll take a funny one.
Right. That was one of the sayings I always remember you saying. All right. What is your most treasured possession and why?
The lawn tractor. Been good to me.
John Deere.
John Deere.
Okay.
The
There's
best name around.
thus the hat. And you kind of decorate a little bit with John Deere in your doghouse, right?
Right.
Okay. How did you get to be such a John Deere fan?
Well, I used them several times and liked them.
As a tractor? I mean, it's
Right.
like is that what your
It's
dad
a farm
bought?
tractor.
Oh,
I drove
on
it
your
on the
brother's
farm.
farms or where?
On my father's.
Oh, okay. So he did have a John Deere tractor
Yeah,
at
when
the
we
end.
moved
Okay.
down there, he had
Okay.
one.
Okay. Okay. As you look back, what are the 3 most fantastic changes you've witnessed?
Better times. Prosperity. There's no doubt about it.
That's true. A lot of things change on that. How old did your grandparents live to be, or how old are they if they're still living? Of course, they're gone. How old did they live to be?
old was Mammy? Do you remember? Abby Valentine was 72. Grandpa Bicksler was, I think he was 71. Grandma was 76. And I'm older than any of them. Why? I don't know.
What did they die of?
On my mother's side, Grandma died of cancer. On my father's side, my grandfather died of cancer.
What kind of cancer?
I don't know. And on my father's side, my grandmother died of a heart attack. On my mother's side, my grandfather died of a stroke.
Okay.
So that was heart related, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Can be. Any questions?
That's why I had a stroke.
Ah, okay. And what did your parents die of?
One old age and the other one heart attack.
How old was your mother when she died?
95 and 11 months. Oh, but
How about
96.
96? Yeah. And then your dad was 48? Okay. Okay.
that it?
That's most of the questions. Does anybody else have any other questions they want to add to that?
His friends. I'm asking about his friends. Oh,
Oh yeah, what about your friends nowadays? Your present friends?
okay, his friends.
Who are my friends now? I'm trying to think.
Well, you have one that you do a lot of different things
His
with.
friends were.
Leon.
Leon, okay. Okay. What about when you were driving truck?
All the drivers were friends.
Can you name some of those?
Yeah, Hiram Dunn,
Where did he live?
Sudberg. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Willie Roulon, he was a good driver.
And he's still around.
Yeah. Eugene Miller.
Also known as?
And let's see.
What was his nickname?
Mo.
Mo. Do you know how he got that nickname by any chance?
No, I don't.
Yeah, like was it from
He's talking,
the Three
I think.
Stooges?
He's talking.
Okay.
He talked awful slow.
Who else was on there?
How about Glenn Grimes?
Clay Grimes, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, Glenn Grimes. We were really close friends.
He died young.
Yeah, he was
40.
40.
Gosh. That's really young.
That's about the end of the drivers. I must have taught 70, 80 drivers.
Who's it? Barry Lutz.
And you also taught us how to drive.
Oh, well, I don't remember that. Yeah.
Who was the best driver you taught how to drive, Dad? Out of the
Oh,
kids.
Bonnie was the best.
But you taught you showed her more things.
Well, she was around the garage. She drove things around.
So she had to back up.
Who was the worst
And the
that you
worst.
taught?
The scariest was Kathy.
Why was that?
Oh, I don't know. Afraid to do this, afraid to do
Well,
that.
but you never seemed afraid. That was what was so cool. It's like I
Well,
remember
I had to stay cool. That's
one
what
time
you
you
gotta do.
told me to switch lanes, and then you said, "Well, you probably should have used your turn
Right.
signal."
Yeah, I told you what you did wrong, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You didn't panic.
No.
Dad, who backed into the telephone pole at the old house?
But was that me?
No.
I don't know.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
You tapped it. And you had
I
to
did not try to tap. drive into anything.
Who hit the porch?
Butch hit the porch.
I didn't hit
Dad,
anything.
who hit the
And
porch?
then
I
took
don't
off.
know. Butch,
Yeah, Butch.
I didn't hit anything.
Mom had a fit. The porch.
I knew one time at Bethel,
Larry just hit
I was
trees.
gonna race a guy with the car, and I thought I was in reverse. No, I thought I was in reverse and was in low range. No, I wasn't in low range. What was I in? Instead of, I was in reverse, and I should have been in drive.
Okay,
When I
guess
hit the
that's-
gas, boom, I went in the pole back at the Bethel school. It bent the bumper. I couldn't believe it. You
See
make
that?
mistakes in your life, that's for sure.
But that wasn't me. I was a good driver. I'm still a good driver.
Yeah, and your mom.
The only problem with you guys is that I
Let's
ever
get
had
Carl
is
Campbell now.
you're telling the driver what he's doing wrong and he shouldn't be doing this and
Backseat
doing
driver.
that.
Look
Yeah,
at
you're a
Paul.
good
He
backseat
knows
driver.
that.
You ain't very good
Carl
behind the
knows
wheel.
that.
Like a backseat.
I think that's a great place to end the interview, don't you? When they're starting to pick on me.
Shoulda.
Does anybody have any other questions that they didn't add?
All right with me down there to burning down the barn.
Burning down the barn?
Hey, we
Country
lit the
music
barn.
place,
Who did?
Kenny?
What's a country music place?
I got blamed, but I was afraid of matches and didn't go get them. Gloria got the matches and Kenny lit them.
So it was Gloria and Kenny did
But
it.
we all got punished.
Oh.
Got the right people, you know.
Uh-huh.
I was running around the dump hay rig, but he didn't run around too much till he had me.
Who had the bull?
On the back seat drive, and I stumped
in the
that
horn.
damn
Oh,
thing
we-
I was taking
You
from.
wouldn't have believed what we did with a bull. Hook him in a wagon. We were gonna ride the wagon and drive the bull down.
Now that sounds like a good idea. Whose idea was that?
That's what we did when the parents weren't around.
Oh
We-
my goodness.
We hooked that bull in, had his halter on and the harness, but you think that rascal would go forward? He just backed up.
He wasn't a trained bull, huh?
And then we hooked two black horses. They were never trained or nothing. And Kenny and I hooked them in a wagon. You know, that'd be, what wagon would you call them? You haul grain in them. And I was holding the horse. Kenny was climbing over the wheel. I said, "Are you ready?" "Yeah," he said, "go ahead." I left loose, boom, right in the locust tree, and it's splintered the tongue in a million pieces. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, and there's another story I remember too about you. You used to drive down the street in Fredericksburg and have the windows open and beep the horn and have the radio turned up while we kids would sing at the top of our lungs, and Mom would just like duck down and tell you to stop it. She'd be yelling at you because you were
She was always
Crazy.
yelling at me.
you were creating a ruckus.
Yeah, because I didn't have 5 kids. When you were home, I had 6.
What you to do?
That's what she used to say. You think it's true?
It might be.
Was that bad?
Okay, end. The end? Okay, we're good.
Who was that?
I remember Daddy's hands folded silently in prayer and reaching out to hold me when I had a nightmare. You could read quite a story in the calluses and lines, years of work and worry had left their mark behind. I remember Daddy's hands, how they held my mama tight and patted my back for something done right. There are things that I've forgotten that I loved about the man, but I'll always remember the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. I remember Daddy's hands working till they bled, sacrificed unselfishly just to keep us all fed. If I could do things over, I'd live my life again and never take for granted the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy